One of our Tribespeople shared that their doctor told them the best thing for the painful days is to take 2 ibuprofen and 2 Tylenol at the same damn time. Try this shit out and somebody tell me what they think.
I know. You deserve something to celebrate.
Oh shit. He's creepy AF, but the professor is in there already.
I was asking my wife, should I celebrate National Napping Day or should I roll with the Smart and Sexy Day? My wife looks at me, dude, you always call yourself so smart, so sexy. Why don't you just go with that one? Fuck it. You damn right. You damn right. And let me tell you the reason why. Because smart and sexy is not about being a female. Smart and sexy is not about your clothes. It's not about how much money you make. You can be in the wheelchair. You can be bedbound and still be smart and sexy. Because that's all about your mood, your energy, the type of atmosphere and what you bring to people. That's what makes you smart and sexy. So today, get your ass up, have a good time, and think of yourself as that smart and sexy person, whether you in a wheelchair, bedbound or not. This is your day with your smart and sexy ass. King's News is whatever made you stop scrolling through your phone or made you laugh out loud today. So it definitely stopped my scrolling when I heard the news that Walgreens is no longer allowing the abortion pill to be sold in their stores in like 20 different states. Look, dog, I gotta let y'all know first off, women need options.
Yes.
People need options, but especially women. And I don't know what you think you're doing by forcing a woman, forcing parents to carry and keep kids. But damn it, you are not helping the child when you do that. What are you really winning by forcing a parent to keep a kid? All you're doing is putting a kid in a bad, fucked up, loveless situation because you want to punish a parent. That's all this abortion shit is about. So when I found out Walgreens is no longer selling the abortion pill or making it available, dog, I'm out. I am out. Swinging and banging on the ones and twos. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. I am Kendrick Avant, your professor of gratitude, because all I ever do is slide in here with that gratitude journal and remind you that writing down these stories puts your mindset above bullshit. We are rebranding my podcast, Mindset Over Bullshit, so I want to get better at stepping into Instagram and just reading out the gratitudes that I have for you, sharing the gratitudes that I have for you. Appreciate you rocking with me. This is my 9th gratitude journal, a gratitude journal for wheelchair users. Yeah, just like that. This is my 9th publication, a gratitude journal for wheelchair users. And I have a podcast that I base all of this on. And in my podcast called Mindset Over Bullshit, based on my website, Mindset Over Bullshit, based on my blog, Mindset Over Bullshit, all this is simple. It's keeping your mindset above the bullshit. Writing down the stories of why you're grateful. Not what. Not the what. You are writing down why you're grateful. You are putting that story on paper. Writing that stuff out. And you're writing that stuff out because if you deal with all of this shit that is always banging on your head, maybe you have a chronic illness. I got a chronic illness. Maybe you have physical limitations. I got physical limitations. Maybe you have walked without health care. I did that shit for 6 years, just got health care in August. But I kept myself together. I kept my family together. I made myself into a better parent despite the wheelchair. I am making myself into a better spouse despite the disabilities. I am making myself into the best version of me by focusing on what's going good around me. And that starts out with your gratitude journal. So if you've ever jammed my podcast, then you know it has twisted and turned over the years. Taking about a 2-month break off, that's one of the longest breaks I've had. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I had to put together a new business plan to reach the Tribespeople. Yeah, a new business plan to reach the Tribespeople. I want Instagram to be one of my biggest things, so every night, my plan is to slide onto Instagram Live every night and record 3 gratitudes for y'all. 3 personal stories of why I'm grateful. Because I want y'all to see how this works. I want y'all to see in real time how by spending this time writing this stuff out, me presenting this stuff to you, means that I can't get stuck thinking on all the shit I used to be able to do. I won't get caught thinking on everything that I can't do. I will not get stuck wondering to myself, I bet my kids don't even want to fuck with me because I'm in this wheelchair. I bet my wife don't want to fuck with me because I don't make the money I used to. I bet nobody wants to hang around me because I can't take baths the way I used to. And I gotta keep it real with you, I can't. I'm wheelchair bound, man, I can't. So instead, I write these gratitude stories out, and the longer I write it, the bigger I write it means I will not have that negative thought. It's a scientific fact that you cannot have a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time. You can't have both at the same time. Either you're thinking one and it switches over, or you're thinking the other and it switches over. But you cannot have them both at the same time. And if you don't believe me, I'll be quiet for a couple of seconds and let you try to do it your damn self. Try to have it. Try to have a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time. I'll be quiet. Even if you're thinking to yourself, well, what if so-and-so dies and I hit the lottery? However you want to put it. I'm going to give you a few seconds to try to have a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time. Some crazy situation, scenario, whatever. That shit ain't gonna happen. But I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna do a little breath work while you work on that. Gave you a couple of seconds. I gave you a good 8 count. Did my breath work, and I bet you could not, could you? I know you couldn't. I know you couldn't. Every once in a while, I try my damn self to have a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time, just to prove to myself if I really can do it. I want to break the mold. I want to break the internet and have the situation. I ain't thought of this shit yet. I'm only 44, so it ain't like I just have all the time in the world, or I have all the experience, but damn it, I've never done it. So let me give y'all my 3 gratitudes and show y'all how this shit works. Yo, April 1000, thank you to rocking with me, Queen. Yo, bro, from Clubhouse, dog, we go back. And I feel like the few times I've ever gotten on Instagram Live late at night, yo, King, you come through, you post up with me, so I appreciate that. 1000 thank yous, good sir. Now, about these 3 gratitudes. Let me show y'all the way the gratitudes work. This is going to be a long podcast episode. Oh my gosh. I made this meme because we all love to pretend like everything is cool, calm, and under control. Number 1. Me. Number 1. Let me give major props to my in-laws. They grilled this weekend, and even though I could not attend the barbecue grilling, I was absent, they still sent home some trout just for me. Yes, some trout just for me. I'm trout more than catfish. I'm trout more than salmon. I am what you call a pescatarian, so I am big on trout. Y'all just have no idea. Trout is the thing. All right, so either way, they sent me some trout. It was a team effort. My father-in-law and my mother-in-law paid for things, and they hosted the get-together this weekend. My brother-in-law did all of the grilling. Shout out to him. Big thank you. My sister-in-law went to the store with my wife to get the groceries and kept her entertained. 1,000 thank yous to you, sis. And I even know, like I said, I wasn't there. I was there for part of the weekend, but I wasn't there for the grilling. My mother-in-law's mother was there, so that's a whole nother generation. I know she was there sharing stories and had everybody rolling and giggling and going on. So thank you to her. Part of the team effort. All of them together. And I was rewarded with some trout. I grubbed my ass off tonight. And I'm happy because I'm dealing with a pinched nerve. I either got a pinched nerve or maybe I've slipped a disc. I have done something crazy to my back. And since I can't get to heating up my own food, cooking my own food, stuff like that, man, well, my wife came in with that trout and said, hey, my brother sent this to you. Bro, all of y'all, oh my gosh, that just made my whole damn meat Sunday. Woo, made my whole Sunday. I grew up good. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I know. Now, my second gratitude, I'm going to give y'all 3 stories. Yes, I write all this stuff down, people. I write all this stuff down. You can see all this here. Like, I write these stories down. This is it. This is how it works. If you're writing these stories out, then you can't have a bunch of negative thoughts because you're actually writing out stuff good that happens. It could be some vodka in your refrigerator. Maybe you got brown liquor. It could be that you found a half a piece of joint. Anything. It could be that you have a job. Maybe it's because the kids remember to brush their teeth without you telling them to. Whatever it is, you're writing down these good things. That way, that shit gets stuck in your head and you're thinking about the good shit more than the bad shit. So number 2, I went home this weekend. Told y'all I missed the in-laws barbecue and grilling. I went home this weekend. Home is Nacogdoches, Texas. Might be talking about Earl, Arkansas. It's wherever my parents really are. So I went home this weekend and I saw my mother and my father. I've only seen them one at a time this year. So I saw my mom and my dad. I had a great time with them and we told stories back and forth about everything going on with my brother, my sister, me, what they doing, plans for the summertime, all types of shit. We sat there and talked about all of that. We drank, and this is where the affirmation comes in there, people. Like, I wrote this shit down. I wrote this down. I'm telling you, when you write these stories down, you're going to have better thoughts and better times. So I wrote down right here, I got a super affirmation when my mama said that they were pre-drinking before I even showed up. And that is an affirmation because knowing my father took off work and that they were pre-drinking before I get there because they wanted to be in the right energy, the right frame of mind to deal with me. Yo, man, that shit make me feel special. To know that people are pre-drinking before you even show up, and not because you are doing bad, just because like they know it's gonna be some drinking, some smoking, some tripping, I having a good ass time. That shit filled me up. That was a super duper affirmation to know my parents were doing it. Took off work and were pre-drinking for me. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. So, you know you are grateful. You know you are a gangster when your parents treat you like your arrival is a party or a Super Bowl party. Yeah, and that's the way I felt. I hadn't kicked it with my parents, just the 3 of us. Have not kicked it, just the 3 of us. And I put 4 kids ago. I got 4 kids. So the last time it was just my mama, my daddy, and me, it was 4 kids ago. So I hadn't seen them like that in 4 kids. That was before I got married. I went to see them because I'm dealing with these. I just had my second round of Ocrevus. So I went to see them and I was scared as shit because these Ocrevus have given me so many complications. Heartburn, the reflux, non-stop hiccups. Started getting an earache that I've never had before. Super duper tired and worn out, falling the last couple of days. The Ocrevus had me scared as shit. So I went to see my folks, calm down, hang out with them. And after being with my parents, I calmed down quite a bit. Yes, I got hurt. Somehow I have slipped that disc. I don't know if it's a slipped disc. I don't know if it's a pinched nerve. Whatever it is, I got hurt. But the fact that I'm with my parents and I was the priority. We're talking about shit that I'm going through. We're talking about how sad that I'm getting. We're talking about how to keep my hopes up. We're talking about the pains that I have, the actual shit with multiple sclerosis. I was the priority. That just made, even though I failed, that made things feel better. I had real conversations. They listened to me. My mama even encouraged me. She would tell me at one point, look here, boy, you better go and smoke now. Just go and smoke. Go outside or blow it outside. Do what you gotta do, but go ahead on and smoke a little bit and chill and calm down. Do y'all know what it feels like to have your mama tell you that you can smoke cannabis? You can't do nothing with that. You cannot do anything with that. So all of that, by the time I left and I came home, and I came back to my own home, it felt like true therapy. I haven't seen my therapist I ain't seen my therapist in like a month and a half, and I just started going to therapy. But I hadn't seen my therapist in a while, so just doing that with them, that right there felt all the way like therapy. I tell you again, there's nothing like feeling like you are the priority. If you're in this wheelchair, if you are bedbound, if you have these mobility issues and a chronic illness, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of times we feel like we are the elephant in the room. You feel like it's everything that you go through, somebody's talking about you. The family cannot have a good time with you around. The kids want to go here or do this or do that, but you can't because you are the sick parent. You are the parent with the disabilities. You are the parent with the handicap, and it gets stuck in your head. It's like a repeating cycle of negativity. Damn, they not having that much fun because of me. Damn, they can't do this because of me. Wow, it's raining. We can't even go anywhere because my wheelchair cannot get wet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So hanging out with them, chilling with them, that calmed a bunch of this shit down. Had a good ass time with them, man. That was real therapy. So that was gratitude story number 2.
Hey, look at here. Don't let these haters tell you that you can't do it, man.
And my last one. I've been running my mouth for a long time, but it will not always be this damn long. So my last gratitude story is that we did not have to stop for me to use the restroom on the way there or on the way back. It's like a 2.5 hour drive for us. And because we didn't have to stop for me, that means we saved a whole bunch of time. And if you're in a wheelchair, you know what I'm talking about. Because not only do you have to stop for you to use the restroom, but they got to get your wheelchair out the back, set it up, help you get out the car. I'm not just wheelchair bound. I got the mobility issues, all this shit. So it's not like I can step out the car and take a step or two and sit in my wheelchair. Oh no, dog. I got to have my daughters, my son, my wife, whoever has to actually hold me up as I come out of the truck and then put me in the wheelchair. That's a whole different shit. So we didn't have to do any of that. That saved a whole bunch of time. I'm so grateful for that because not only did we save time, but that let my wife get some kind of rest. She works a night shift. She was able to we got back in time for her to get some kind of rest. And yo, man, I don't know if y'all are like me, but if your significant other doesn't get enough sleep, it's like they are a whole nother significant other. I can't be the only one. So that was my last gratitude. You got my 3 stories, my 3 gratitudes. And that's how this thing works. I'm gonna tell y'all again, you write these stories down. And that's how you keep your mindset above the bullshit. Y'all be pretty. Stay grateful. You know I salute you. Your boy is out.